What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to address art block, how to dead art block forever. I do not think that art block should be a part of your art making process. Some people might say it gives them a chance to reflect. I think that that's complete BS and that you should just be creating. That's gonna keep your momentum going and keep you working towards whatever goal it is that you have. It's the times that we take away from painting and doing art that slows our momentum, makes it harder to get back in the rhythm. So with me, art is always about rhythm. Keep producing, keep on to the next project, and just keep crushing it like that. And so I wanted to give you guys some tips to get out of that funk, to dead that art block. Paint anything. That's number one. Paint whatever. We're surrounded by things. You could paint an apple. I know it doesn't sound, romantic. It's very basic, but out of working through those things, you're gonna find something to spark an idea. Maybe spark something completely different. But it's the active movement that's gonna get you out of that art block. So I suggest the first thing, paint anything. Just get your creative juices flowing and it'll lead to something greater. My other option for, people a little more conceptual is paint a piece about art block. Paint your art block. You're feeling this emotion right now. I can't fucking create anything and it's driving me mad. Let that be the fuel to do your work. And so I wanted to share with you guys a painting that I made during a feeling like this. I think I had like financial trouble, having no ideas, no work, and I wanted to make a piece to like address that and like find some hope within that. And the funny thing is this painting led to what I'm doing now, which is illustrating a children's book. But it was this piece that catapulted me into this larger, bigger project that I wish I could share, but I will have to wait until the project's out. But anyway, sometimes work leads to work. And so if you're just making art anyway, through the drought, through everything, you can still create something, share something with the world, and you never know what will come of that. So that was my idea there. I'd like to share that painting with you guys and show you kind of from start to finish how that one went down. So this is my painting, the Dust Bowl. Like I said, while I was coming up with this idea, was having a total art block, financial hardship, and I just wanted to express that in a way. And I thought like a cool parallel was like farming in a drought, like farming for ideas in this barren wasteland, making an old school-esque painting, this guy plowing a field with his trusty oxen, but the field's dry, but he's making it work anyway. And I thought that was kind of a really cool metaphor for, busting through your art block. Break down the cactus, make your crops, no matter what. And so I started studying, different artists that have done like a lot of farming paintings. Thomas Hart Benton is one of my big inspirations for this piece, and just seeing like what other people, the way that they would approach these paintings. Start with a thumbnail sketch, super rough, super small, and I did a little quick color study with oil to see kind of what I'm thinking on color tones and values and all that. And then I developed a better drawing, and then I took it to the big canvas. So here's the time lapse to this painting. I'm not gonna talk about, what I used. I used oil paints, but that's here nor there. The real topic of this video is art block, so I'm gonna stay on talking about that. But one of the things I wanted to talk more about was that this painting actually led to me getting more work. And at the time, I was going through a tough point financially. And after sharing this piece, an author reached out to me liking the stylings of my art and offered me a job to do this great children's book that I'm a part of now. And so, it's just proof of like working through the drought. You know, there are green grasses on the horizon if you just put your head down and keep working. You know, the more that you create, the more that you share, the more eyes are on your work, and the more opportunities come your way. So like I said, the remedy for art block is just create something, is just make something, anything, and keep your style and momentum flowing. And like, you know, you're gonna drum up work through that somehow. I mean, if that's your goal, you know, some people, you know, have different goals than I do, and I'm aware of that. But I think fundamentally creating more and more, the more eyes are on your work, the more opportunity you're gonna have. So, you know, that's my 2 cents, take it or leave it. I just know that it works for me a lot of the time. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I work, nothing comes out of anything. But, you know, it's all about miles. How many miles are you putting on that? And anyway, I hope this inspires. I hope this gets you picking up your own pen, paper. If you connect a lot to this painting, I'll have, you know, prints for sale in my store. If you want to check that out, I'll leave the link in the description. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, got something out of it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and follow me for more. Thanks guys, later.